You got the best of me.
Yeah.
Well, here's a lesson though. Like you make so many of these calls and you assume things. You assume the person's going to say no.
Of course.
But sometimes you just say one thing and they're like, oh yeah, it sounds great. Could you bring listing paperwork with him so that we can get that listed the day he comes?
Our Roleplay group is made up of agents and ISAs from across the country who are working on staying on the phone, overcoming objections, setting more appointments, and getting more yeses. If you'd like to set more appointments and get more yeses, click the link below and join us.
All right, cool. Well, Shawn, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Corey, the objection is simply, I'm going to be interviewing a lot of agents, so why should I interview you? All right, ring, ring.
Corey's gonna have fun with this. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Corey. This is Shawn over at the Chris Weaver Real Estate Team. How are you doing?
I already knew who it was going to be. I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Shawn?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Now, Corey, I actually saw that your house had come off the market, and I wasn't sure if it had sold or if it was still for sale.
Yeah, it's definitely still going to be for sale. Obviously, I'm sure you can see it didn't sell, obviously. Can I ask, right off the bat, I spoke to a couple agents already this morning. What is the percent you offer? To list? What is the percent you offer?
Isn't it like 6%? I'm not actually sure.
Commissions are always negotiable, but that's not really what's important. What's most important is you get your home sold and you pocket the most amount of money. So tell me, what do you think happened last time?
Okay. Well, all right. Well, cool. Well, Corey, that the percentages are always negotiable, but we can. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Percentage is always negotiable. What I'm worried about is getting you the most money possible. But I have, how to say that.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, our job is not to sell homes at a commission. It's to sell homes as quickly as possible for the most money possible. So what's more important to you, the amount that you pay for commission or the amount that you net in your pocket?
Okay.
Or we're diverting it because it's so early, right?
Yeah,
so we're just
right.
we're like, oh, well, commissions are always negotiable. Let me ask you, what happened last time? Why didn't the house sell?
Start it over if you want me to. Not be that big.
No. Go ahead and say that, or let's just start from there. Yeah, what's your commission, Shawn?
Corey, percentage is always negotiable, but we always. I'm messing this up so bad. Percentage is always negotiable, Corey, but what's more important to you, actually getting the home sold this time around, or how much you have to pay or how much you have to pay for commission?
I mean, of course, I want to get the property sold. I'm not going to sell it for what I don't think it's worth. I mean, if you could show,
If you like the kind of coaching you're getting here, you want to get more coaching in your business, just click the link below and schedule a call with us.
I feel like if I was to go that route and say, hey, I mean, if you could show me that you could net me more, then it's like handing it to them. But yeah, you know what, Shawn? I'm already planning on interviewing at least. I have spoke to, you're about the 12th agent that's called, and I've set up a couple appointments with about 4 to 5 agents already. I mean, just out of curiosity, what makes you different from all these other agents that are calling?
Well, Corey, we actually sold over 700 homes last year, and there's nobody else in the area that can compete with us in that department. So right then and there, we actually have a systematic approach that we can actually get the home sold. So it's really at this point, or I would like to have an agent come out to the house and sit down with you to go over the process of getting the home sold for you this time around.
I mean, all right. Dang, I don't want to just like hand it to him. That objection, I don't know. Not really. He's already interviewing a lot of agents. I would go for the close directly as well. So, all right, Shawn. Hey, I mean, if
you got the best of me. Well, Here's a lesson though. Like you make so many of these calls and you assume things, you assume the person's going to say no.
Of course.
But sometimes you just say one thing and they're like, oh yeah, it sounds great. Could you bring listing paperwork with him so that we can get that listed the day he comes? And it's the last thing you're thinking.
Yeah, literally.
The last thing. But if you can kind of like get in the groove of that, then there's not as much pressure on each call, because it's like each call starts off as like you're almost imagining it's going to go the wrong way. And you're preparing for objections. You're preparing for what you're going to do. You're preparing for the low points of the call.
Yep.
Rather than what happens a lot of times is people, they kind of toss it up there for you. And if you're in a positive, like bountiful mode about it, then it turns good. If you start trying to talk them off because you're like, oh, I got a live one, I don't want to lose them, because you're negative, because you think like, wow, what happened? I can't believe this person was just nice to me. Then all of a sudden they're like, why is he being weird? Like, when you should just be like, absolutely. So we'll get right out there. Let me ask you, how much do you owe on the house? And then you start pushing back. You're like, before we come out there, let me make sure you're in a good position to sell. This is going to be a good fit. You push back. You ask those qualifying questions. The qualifying questions, and I think we talked about this before, sometimes when you don't quite get the appointment all the way, you feel like they're close, but they just won't commit to it.
Yep.
Start going into the qualifying questions.
If you like what you're seeing here and you can take your business to new heights and you just don't know how to get there, click the link below and schedule a call with us.